What's going on, y'all? It's your man June Archer here, the Winner Circle. This is 50.com. My next guest, you know her, you love the music, you love the swag, you love all the passion that she brings to the culture. It is a pleasure and a absolute honor to just have the opportunity to take a few minutes with this young creative. I don't want to just call her a musician. She's more than just a musician. She's an entrepreneur, businesswoman. Please welcome to the show, Young M.A. Young M.A., what's going on?
Yeah, what up? Hello.
Yeah. Listen, how have you been through this pandemic? What have you been doing, and how's life been treating you?
Um, I kind of been the same. I guess it's just probably like a little more difference of like, um, things coming into place as far as like the change in the game, but like it's just more so like just adapting every day. I kind of been the same. Of course, I'm growing up. You know what I mean? So I'm getting more mature, more wise. But like, far as just how I move and all that, like I'm still the same, man. I just don't show a lot. Like a lot of stuff. I think that's probably where my change came into place, where I kind of keep a lot of stuff private, more so than forecasted on social media and stuff like that. But I'm the same, bro.
For you kind of move in silence, and I love that.
Hmm.
What have been some of the tools that you put in your toolkit during this time while the world kind of shut down? Yeah, you kept moving, but you just said you matured a little bit. But what are some of the tools that you put in your toolkit that you're going to use moving forward as it pertains to being an entrepreneur, an artist, business person, and everything that you're doing for the community, etc.?
I think more so like just fall back and visualizing and then observing and just having patience. Like that's what I think I learned more than anything is just instead of really being on the forefront, kind of like on the fall back, but still on the forefront. You know what I mean? Like so, like I just been more so like just trying to adjust my future in a way of like understanding like what's next instead of what's now. You know what I mean? Because I moved on that train for a long time, like just moving on, just on the go. You know what I mean? And then now it became to a point in life where it's like I'm always be on the go, but now I got to think about what's next. I really have to. You know what I mean? I always had that mind state of just going, but now it's just like all right, what direction we gonna go this time or this way or that way. We gotta have many directions, and that's kind of where my focus has been. You know what I mean?
You've been super intentional. You're always intentional. I love when you post because it's non-traditional. It ain't always every day.
Yeah.
I want to ask you because there are a lot of people who are struggling with social media, young MA, and
Hmm.
they look at the lives and the posts of people who show their highlight reel, right? What do
Hmm.
you say to that person who's like, man, I feel so depressed when I look at social media. I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel inadequate. I feel like, man, I feel less than. Like, what do you say to that person who's looking and sees the highlight reel, but doesn't understand that sometimes everybody goes through something, but we don't always highlight
They
the
just
bad,
yeah, they
right?
just good. Yeah, they highlight what's good. It's like to me honestly, it's like shit. Hop on the wave, do the same thing. Like what do you like?
Why
What else?
not, right?
What else you want people to do? Because you gotta understand, like that's the problem. People they think too much into what other people think, and also think too much in what other people do. And that's the issue right there. That lies the issue. If you put that same energy into what you do and what you think, then you can go out. You know what I mean? It's the pattern of energy. It's the way you vision things and how you put your energy into someone else's situation more than your own. That's on you. That's your decision. You know what I mean? Like that has nothing to do with the person. The person doing what they do that probably makes them actually probably feel better. You know what I mean? Like even if they going through it, maybe a good reel with some positive energy to send out to somebody might make them feel good. You know what I mean? And people gotta understand that like y'all you too much dwelt into the negative of looking at this person real in the sense of yourself, really reflecting upon yourself instead of looking at the real like, you know what I mean? I got something positive from that. Let me go do this. Let me get motivated. People be like afraid to feel like they motivated from something just because it may be beneath them or whatever or above them or whatever the case. Like, nah, you can get inspiration from anything, anybody, any person. We all people, we all one. And that's how I look at it. And that's how you keep your energy of just positivity up. You don't dwell on trying to be like, oh, I'm not like this person. No, you probably not like that person. You like you, but at least get some inspiration from it. And that's it.
You shot through the stratosphere when you entered the music scene. For
Mhm.
you, and you probably asked this question a million times. I want to know because I see the influence, I hear the influence, but I want to ask you because it's been a long time coming since I had the opportunity to sit down with you, a fan from a distance. You're a real person. Let me ask you, when's your birthday?
It just passed April 3rd. I'm
April
Aries.
3rd, right?
Yeah.
So you for you and how you are brought up, man, it's fascinating to see your rise, right? But who has been some of the mentors or the inspiration for you to start rapping?
Um, I would probably. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I feel like I used to think it came from like certain people, and I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the inspiration that come from music in itself. Yes, absolutely. But like when it come to like talent, like really like thinking deep into like how you are spiritually and just what you go through, I feel like that just comes within your spirit. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Mhm.
think no person in itself made me like this. Like I feel like I probably my eyes probably seen it and it made me just be like it probably brung it out of me. But I feel like it was already in me.
But your upbringing, a lot of people don't know your upbringing. No, like culturally, I feel like the music is there. So you are a
Yeah,
hybrid of
my mom is really my mom. I honestly say it got to be my mother more than anything. My mom raised me. She raised me around music all the time. That's all she did. You know, that's all she played. She played music from in the crib, from cleaning to cooking to just a random day to when we go on trips. We in the car playing tapes. My mom played music from top. I mean, literally from the beginning of the trip to the end of the trip, like tapes back to back to back. Like I never stopped hearing music in my life, so I definitely know it came from her. You know what I mean? It was something that I always just heard in my ear. So I don't know if that became like just like that, motivation type.
right, right.
Once
But
you
you're
like,
Afro, are you Afro Latino or or West Indian? Like I know that there is a beautiful mix there.
yeah, nah, I'm Puerto Rican and Jamaican, yeah.
And it don't get no see, I'm Jamaican, so it don't get no better than that. So I know a lot of people don't know that. I wanted to bring that out without having to, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah.
A
So
lot of
for
yeah.
you, so now I want to jump into this. A lot of I think life has changed where our parents, and maybe we're the same, but
Mhm.
our parents, like you said, Saturday morning when they waking up, cleaning, cooking, Sunday morning when they waking up, cleaning, cooking, they're playing this music that they don't realize later on in life it is such an influence. Like you just talked about it, like just feeling good. Those road trips had to
Right.
feel good because you're listening to it and you like, I don't really know what some of these words, these lyrics mean, the
Exactly.
music, but
Exactly.
it's here. It hits you here a little
Right.
different, right?
And there was some songs my mom used to play, and I used to be like, oh my god, I used to be tired. I used to be in the car asleep, and we just hear these songs like reggae music playing like for at least like 3 hours straight, sleep. But I at that time like I didn't understand things. I was a kid, so I'm just hearing it, and like as a kid, you want to hear like I don't know. I just wanted to hear like all the new stuff, and then I like my mom really brought the cultural part out of me, and that's what I think made me wise. Because my mom always said I was like a little weird as a kid, not weird in a bad way, but like just a little different. You
Right.
know what I mean? She always used to say I was a little different. And I never understood, and I knew, like, I see things back and be like, I was kind of like weird. Like, when I think about it to my younger friends, I used to like, like, literally, like, influence them to not do nothing wrong. Like, I used to tell them not to smoke weed, this, that, and the third. Like, I was different. I was a different kid. Word, I was a different kid, but I was bad, but I was different. Like, it was like I
Nah,
was still,
I don't want to say bad, young and may just intuitive. Let's just call it intuitive, right? Because
yeah,
sometimes we
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
how to channel that energy, right? And I don't even like
Right.
saying weird. It's yo, your paths were just a little different. And as we
Yeah.
move into the future, we see that man, all of those things make up who you are today. Because if you change one thing, you change
Right.
everything. Have you had the opportunity to go
Right.
back to Jamaica or Puerto Rico to kind of see the culture, to kind of get a feel, stick your feet in?
No, it's nope. I actually got to go to Jamaica. Literally after I get off tour, I'm going. I'm gonna be out there for at least a week.
All
That
right,
was
so
like my
when
first thing. That's crazy you mentioned that. Like literally, as soon as I get off tour first week of May. After that, I'm out.
all right,
I
so
need that. I need that.
I got a spot for you, so I'm gonna make sure you get that. I got
All
the
right, you
dope.
bet. Yeah, hit me.
I got the spot. I got the spot for you. But let's talk about this new music, young and man. You got new music. You dropping an NFT. Super excited in the way
Yeah.
that you're packaging it. is super dope.
Yeah.
A lot of people are still a little confused as to the NFT space, Bitcoin, and all these things. What was the
Shit, me too.
inspiration behind the new music that you're dropping?
Um, well, first of all, with the NFTs, like that was actually a new thing for me as well. You know what I mean? Like I seen people talking about it every now and then or whatever. But like with me, it's like I gotta see it to believe it type person. And I know it's a lot of people that's like that. So I understand that. You know what I mean? So me and my team had like a, a quick, little 1-2 meeting or whatever the case, and they broke down everything to me, saying basically like this is like the new wave and just in general and in rap. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, let me check it out, see what's the vibe. So we kind of all came up with like a whole sentence of like, why not like to start the NFT? Why not bring back like a timeline of things, like how you started the grind to up until where you at right now. You know what I mean? And like me not understanding it at the time, I'm like, okay, I guess that sounds like a good idea. But once they broke down like how it would come about and how my supporters will benefit from it, then it made more sense to me because it's like, of course, I'm a benefit, but like if they're purchasing it and it's supposed to be an investment for them, how is it gonna make them money? So once I found out more information on that and realized like it's almost like comparing it to like a brand new shiny baseball card from like one of the legends or whatever that nobody got. You know what
Like
I
a Reggie
mean?
Jackson card
Yeah,
or
like
or
some
a Derek
exclusive
Jeter
something.
card.
Yeah, something exclusive that nobody won't ever have, and then like it'll gain value as time goes. So like later on, you can sell that card for ain't no telling. You know what I mean? Like you'll be the only one with it, and that's the thing with the NFTs is that I'm understanding that being that we drop it only 250 for this first drop. You know what I mean? Like once it sell out, it's over.
Right.
You can't whatever is the exclusive packages with like far as like merch, new music, new videos, everything like that. Nobody else can get that after that 250 is out, and then that value of that actual NFT is literally yours once you buy it for that quick 20. You know what I mean? It's like you will gain value by being able to sell those NFTs on your own basis. You know what I mean? Like, so like as I got the, the little web of it and everything and understood the dynamics of it, I'm like, oh, okay, now that makes sense. You know what I mean? So it's more so about a person's like trust into something where they putting $20 in and understanding it. You know what I mean? And that's where it go. Like I don't never want to I never force nothing on nobody because like I don't even like nobody forcing nothing on me. So like a lot of people doing it, so people always, assume something is like boom, boom, beam. And I get it, I understand that, But once I believe something, like, and I don't believe anything. So once I see, I don't believe nothing, man. Niggas can tell you that for real. But once I understood it more, like me, I have to see it to believe, and I have to understand it to demand it. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much the case. So I mean, like, it's just I think it's a great investment. I already told my bros in them, like my bros is even on it. Like they like, yo, listen, as soon as you drop, I'm grabbing one because that'll be like they even saying it. So when they say it, like my bros in them, like they already been involved with the NFT stuff. Like they've been already on it. So they already know about it. So when they was telling me, they like, yo, bro, as soon as you drop, just give us the boom boom beam, we go. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, y'all better go get him. Why wouldn't y'all get him? Like, that'd be
Nah,
dope.
I love it. I know I'm a cop one, so you just count me in.
Yeah.
But it
I
bring
think we got a couple hours now.
listen, we good. I'm line me up.
Yeah,
I think it brings back a really dope piece of exclusivity as it pertains to our artists, our celebrities, because we
right.
kind of lost that with social media where everybody is so accessible. I think this NFT space is a
Hmm.
really great thing, and it allows, like you said, allows the people who actually support um,
Right. To
to
be
actually
able
have a
to.
piece of something, right? That's equity, right? That
Right.
lets them say, man, I was
Right.
in, I got in early, and hey, I could sell this thing and make some money off of it if I
Right.
choose. Have you thought about supporting a nonprofit through this? Because I know some NFTs are, making sure that some nonprofits are supported through what they're doing and what they're supporting. Have you thought about that component with your NFTs?
I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I haven't. I think that is actually a great idea. Moving forward. I know we already had kind of things into place already, but like just you giving me that idea is just another way of me understanding it. You know what I mean? Like understanding the dynamic of everything, and of course, like I have my own foundation as well. You know, like I'm willing to help any situation. Like definitely when they contain like something that's just like as dope as this, like music wise, ain't nothing negative. You know, so any way I could put my piece into it, like I'm with it.
What has been the best piece of advice you've been given, maybe years ago, that you now, as a more mature human being, as a artist, that you look back and you're like, man, that was a gem that you could help someone today who's going through it. You know, maybe you lost someone through COVID and trying to figure out the light at the end of the tunnel. What is the best piece of advice you've been given that you could share?
Um, you know what it is? Sometimes I always think like this. Like I ain't gonna lie, I get a little too deep. I don't believe in like really advice. I believe in what I believe in like your spiritual inner energy. It's what you surround yourself with. You know what I mean? Like it's really what you bring yourself around. Like you won't change or you won't feel different if you're around something that's continuously the thing that's probably hurting you or consoling you or keeping you back. You know what I mean? And like, I mean, if that's advice, that's advice. But like, I'm more so like an energy person. Like, if I don't like it, I don't feel it, I'm away from it. I don't want to be around it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just always been my tactic. And that's why, like, I always stayed out of trouble in like the industry and stuff like that. Like, if anything happened, it happened because that person did it, and I had to defend myself. Other than that, I never went in any type of situation on offense. We always in and out. We always move accordingly, and we move like business people because at the end of the day, like I'm a brand, and I believe in that, and that's something I gotta protect at all times. And I just would say to people like, yo, man, like, listen, we all human at the end of the day. If I can make it as a human, you a human. You got legs, you got feet, you got hands, you got arms. You can talk, you can walk. You healthy, you wealthy. I mean, you healthy. You know what I mean? You make it happen, man. I ain't come from no freaking golden spoon, man. You know, so I don't know. I just feel like it's just what you believe inside yourself spiritually and who you have surrounded around you. And that's the energy I always kept. Like I had pain in me, but I always had a good energy, good heart. So I always followed that.
You talk about having good people around you. The show's called The Winner Circle. For you,
Mm.
young MA, you always bigging up your bros every opportunity you have. Who comprises your winner circle? Who do you have, that's a part of your village that allows you to be the best person you could be, the best artist that you could be?
I'm about to show you right now, boss.
All right.
I'm about to show you right now. This young man right here.
Wow.
That's my brother.
Say no more. Say no
Mhm.
more. Say
That's
no
it.
more. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right, so Young and May, we're gonna get into the fun part of this. I've been
Mm-hmm.
playing this game called University of Dope. Uh, it's unpopular opinions are welcome. It's a hip hop trivia, your own personal opinion game, and I've been wanting to play this game with you for a minute. So this is dope. So we're just gonna take a few seconds or a few minutes, I should say, to play this game. So the first question we're gonna do is rapid fire. Um, Here it is. I'm gonna show it to you and I'm gonna read it to you. Here you go. Young
All
M.A.
right.
Best hip hop soundtrack from the following. Is it A, Get Rich or Die Trying, B, Above the Rim, C, 8 Mile, or D, Juice?
You know I'm gonna say get rich or die trying.
All right. Which crew would you choose as teammates on Family Feud? Would it be A, Dipset, B, Cash Money, C, G Unit, or D, Rough Riders?
I'm gonna say G.
If
Dipset
these
too though.
if these four MCs were on the same track today, who would come out on top? Would it be A, LL Cool J, B, Rakim, C, KRS-One, or D, Big Daddy Kane?
I'm gonna have to say Rakim.
One got to go, MA. If you had to, who would you get rid of? A, J. Cole, B, Big Sean, C, Kendrick Lamar, or D, Childish Gambino?
Um, Big Sean, my guy. J. Cole, I fuck with. Kendrick Lamar, cool. Childish Gambino, I don't really know him too much, so I'm gonna say D.
If you were to bring one back into hip hop, who would you reinstate? Would you bring back A, Guru, B, Nipsey Hussle, C, Nate Dogg, or D, Big Pun?
Big pun, man. You can catch me in that 150.
I know this wouldn't happen, but in the event that somebody tried you, if someone tried you, Young and May, and they try to pimp slap you and they took your money, who are you sending to get it back? A, E40, B, 50 Cent, C, Snoop Dogg, or D, Beanie Siegel?
Can I say none of the above?
Who, who would you get? Who would you get? It's like it would never
Probably
happen.
50. Probably 50.
All
But they all like doing their own thing and shit. Them niggas old, man.
right. What are your favorite kicks, Young M.A.? Is it A, Tim's, B, Air Force Ones, C, Chucks, or D, Adidas?
B, Air Force One.
Who is the best rapper turned actor? Is it A, Ice-T, B, Ludacris, C, LL Cool J, or D, Common?
Best rapper turned actor. I don't Ooh, that's hard. Um, Damn. I'm gonna go with my son, Common. He did alright, man.
All right.
Yeah.
If you had to erase one from hip hop history, who would it be? A, Swiss Beats, B, Dr.
Boy,
Dre,
none.
C,
None.
Pharrell, or D, Timbaland?
None. You ain't trying to get me with that one. Hell, none of them. All of them, you could have named one person off.
All right. All right. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get you. Who's winning in a jailhouse brawl? Is it A, the Brat, B, Remy Ma, C, Young
Come on,
M.A., or
see,
D?
man. See, I don't even
C?
have. See, see. Come on, stop playing with my
All
top.
right. Erase one from hip hop history. Who would it be? A, Queen Latifah, B, MC Light, C,
None.
Lauren Hill, or D,
None.
Missy Elliott?
None. Because they, without them, it probably wouldn't even be in me. No.
Let me. I'm gonna tell you something after this last question. I'm gonna tell you one thing after this last question. Who would you erase from hip hop history? A, Nas, B, the Notorious B.I.G., C, Tupac, or D, Jay Z?
None.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Young M.A. Anybody who
Crazy.
has seen me do this game knows that I've never let anybody slip or slide on this game. Young M.A., you were the first one I let you slide on 3 of these joints. That's only because I love you. Listen, bro,
I'm sorry.
I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
Why would you even try to do that to people, man? Definitely real hip hop artists too.
You
Do that to
already
me.
know. Young M.A., I appreciate you playing that game. It's all fun and games. We love all these artists. Unpopular opinions are welcome, but it is fun in the game and love of hip hop. Before I let you go, Young M.A., music is a soundtrack to our lives. What song best represents your journey up to this point, or what artist embodies your journey up to this point that has inspired you?
I say like just the, of course the OGs, Lauren Hill, Eve, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Biggie, the ones that really, you know, from the towns or whatever the case. But honestly, I just say Young and Me, honestly myself, because I had to really like build my own lane. Like literally in this music. I had to really build my own lane, and like to this day, like nobody still is not in my lane, bro.
Nah, I love it. Nobody is in your lane. Young M.A., when does the NFT drop? When does the new music drop? And how can we continue to support you?
NFC about to drop literally this second, probably in like an hour. I
Yeah.
give it.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So
We
make sure
love
you
it.
go get it. I'm telling you, man.
Bro, I'm in line. I got you. Say no more. And we're gonna link up because I got the great destination spot for you for Jamaica. So when you get off tour, we're gonna connect. I'm gonna
Okay.
connect you. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the incomparable, amazing Young M.A. new NFT, new project dropping. Get it. It's coming out within minutes. You already know what it is, man. She is a dope MC, entrepreneur, and just an
Ready.
actor. You listen, Young M.A., I appreciate you, bro. I love you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on everything. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is your man, June Archer, the Winner Circle here. This is 50.com. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.
Ready.